Hi, my beautiful people. This is your twin flame soulmate reading. I'm sorry I missed you this weekend. I have not been feeling well, so I'm back and I'm excited. There are so many messages that are coming through really strongly. Um, so the first one is that some people are being really affected with using computers, using cell phones, way too much. It's really affecting the energies and your vibration. So for whoever does it, I know for some of you, you're in some type of a job environment that you got to be on the computer all day long and whatnot. But it's really important to ground yourself. It's important to go out into nature, to walk on grass, or you can walk barefoot, okay? Because, and especially for you, for those people, is what they're telling me, is like people who live in high-rise buildings or apartment buildings and you're not on the ground level. More so for you, because you need to connect to Gaia. You need to ground yourself, okay? And what that does is it recharges your energies and it helps you with your frequency, okay? So that's really affecting some people. The other thing you could do, if you can't get out in nature, daily, and it doesn't really have to be a long time. It could be like 15 minutes or something. It doesn't have to be like spending, hours. It would be great if you could. I love nature. I love being in nature. But if you can't, then that, or what the other thing, what they're telling me is organites. Okay, look it up. If you don't know what that is, it helps you with the EMFs. So it's like, it comes like in a pyramid shape. It looks like a crystal. So you can find that on Etsy, okay? For some of you who can't get out into nature, frequently, depending on where you live. If you live in the city, I know it's hard, okay? So the other message that is coming through you all, so my last twin flame video on heart chakras opening, it's titled, I think it was like OMG, heart chakras opening or something like that. So whoever watched that, okay, so this is the thing. A lot of people are depressed now because they're listening to, including my video, and others, where unions are happening, okay? Reunions are happening, reconciliations, twins are coming together. And a lot of people are listening to this and saying, hey, that's not me. My twin is not, my twin has blocked me. My twin is not even talking to me. My twin is still the same. Like, our connection is not going anywhere, is what I want to say. And here's the thing. So the way the energies work, and I'm going to speak on what I'm being channeled. So I know there's a lot of people out there on YouTube that have different ideas, but this is the way that they are telling me. Okay, my guides are telling me. So what they're saying is, oh, and you know how I said also there was a shift that came in May 2nd. Okay, so about the May 2nd shift, I said this is really important for twin flames to move forward, to get into alignment with one another, right? To, for union, of course. So the way energies work is that an energetic shift comes along, okay? No matter where you are in your connection, okay? This is an opportunity for you to make it happen. It's not that you think to yourself, hey, I'm not there, So that's not going to be me. I'm not a part of that group. Me and my twin are not going to be a part of that group to reunite. There's no way. It's taking forever. I'm ready to give up, whatnot. That's not the way you're supposed to look at it, okay? The higher perception is the shift. I'm going to take advantage of this shift. I'm going to do everything in my power to raise my vibration, to change everything in my life, to change what I need to change. So it's about opening up and embracing change, okay? Because if you're at the same place that you were 5 years ago or 3 years ago, if you're living the same lifestyle, I'm not talking about your twin, whoever is watching, it's about you realizing that you need to make the necessary changes to be in alignment so you both can come together, you and your twin, okay? And some of you might say, okay, I'm trying hard, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, whatnot, but my twin is still at the same place. They are stuck in their old ways, whatnot. Okay, so you really need to look within yourself, okay, and figure out why you are not embracing changes. Some of you are still stuck because you think that, it's just going to happen somehow. My twin is just going to come into my life. It's going to happen. So this shift is a green light. The shift does not mean that whoever is in, union on May 2nd, they're going to get engaged or married. No, it's not that. It is about realizing the green light, okay? Because that's a green light. A shift is a green light. Doing whatever it takes, taking the necessary steps. And if you have been taking steps and nothing, you don't see any changes, whatever, you can contact me. I'm available for personal readings. I am also available for healing services because this is all about growth and healing. So when you grow, when you evolve, your twin is your mirror soul. They are going to reflect leveling up, okay? So when you level up in your own life, and this has to do with your work, what you do on a daily basis, your routine, how you spend your time, what are you doing for you, for your evolution, okay? And this, what happens is that when there's a shift and you take the green light and they're saying, grab your, my guides are hilarious. Grab that, okay. Grab yourself, I'm going to use horns, okay? Grab yourself by the horns and make those changes because you are your worst enemy. Is that what they're saying? So you need to level up. You need to make those changes so that you and your twin will get into alignment, okay? So if that's what you want, if you want the union, it is not impossible. May 2nd was the shift. In the next, until November is what they're saying. There's it's basically like a portal, you all. So take advantage of this. Do whatever it takes. And you can't sit there and complain if you're not taking the necessary steps, If you don't know what your guides are telling you, your guides are always communicating with you. Contact me. I connect to guides. I connect to your guides, and your higher self. So I know they have got a million of messages to tell you, because I know when I do personal readings, it's like, whoa. Oh, and the other thing they want you to do. So they want you, okay, to journal, is what they're saying. So journal what you have learned, okay, ever since your twin has been in your life, okay? What has changed, and what have you learned as a person, as a human being? How have you evolved, okay? Because some of you might say, oh, I didn't do anything. I haven't learned anything except bad stuff because my twin did this, that to me. There was so much pain involved. No. What did you learn from those experiences about yourself? Okay? Because I can make a whole list. My list would be pages long. Okay? So that's the homework you have to do. Please do it and let me know if you're open to it in the comments, what you have learned, how you have changed your life. Okay, so like I said, if the past 3 or to 5 years, if you're in the same exact lifestyle, behavior, you're doing the same thing, the same routine, you are not in alignment with yourself. Okay, it's all about leveling up. It's all about growing, evolving, and it's all about change. I know some of you who are fixed signs don't want to change because you're comfortable, but you have to step out of your comfort zone and really get into really get into your power, you guys. So when you're not making changes, you are stuck in those energies. You're stuck in oh, this keeps happening to me. You know, this person did this, victimhood mentality. This is about you getting into your power and realizing nothing can stop you. All the obstacles that you are facing, you're going to overcome. Okay, that's you in your power. That's you with their solar chakra ignited, okay, operating perfectly. So it's about that. When you're in that vibration, you know that anything is possible because you can make it possible. It's about manifesting. And what I'm getting for some people is that there's a lot of addictions that people are overcoming at this time. Yeah. So you got to come up with a strategy. And this has to do with, this is great because if you make your list, you'll know what you need to change. So that is like, you know, that's a really good exercise for you that they're telling me. If you make your list, you'll know what steps to take to get out of the stuckness you feel. Because I feel like some of you are really depressed and you feel stuck. You know, stuck in some kind of home environment, in a job. And you're only deceiving yourself by saying that you're stuck, okay? And this is about patience. This is about balance. Balancing out your life, okay? Balancing out the things that you do. Yeah, and for like I'm saying, some of you are for some of you I'm getting either you mostly I'm getting your masculines are dealing with some type of addictions. It could be drug, alcoholism, porn addictions. So for some of them right now, they are getting treatment, like drug rehab. Some of them actually, what I'm getting is like they went away somewhere like that, like kind of like, what do you call that? Like when you go somewhere else and like you go in the middle of nowhere and some kind of treatment plan. I don't know what you call it. Some kind of, you know, some kind of therapy, okay? Some kind of therapy that they're getting somewhere where they go to heal, okay? So that is great news. Oh, okay. So somebody is coming out of a hostile situation. Um, this has to do, what I'm getting for some of you is it's family dynamics. Or this could be your masculine or feminine, whoever's watching. So there's a real detachment going on as we speak with a family dynamic. And before I even pulled the family card, it came out. So this is about someone coming out of a very controlling, unhealthy family dynamic, okay? So they're fighting their way to come out of this. It's been really hard for whoever this resonates with. It's because they feel like they're obligated no matter what. It's about obligation and responsibility. That's why there's an attachment to this family dynamic. But this person is trying to overcome this, okay? And what is it called? I'm getting a visual. I see someone, okay, with the sword in hand, cutting through like ropes, okay? Cutting through the ropes from this family, unhealthy family dynamic. So whoever this is, this has been taking them a while, but they're finally doing this, and this is great, okay? Because it's a very toxic family environment. It's very, like, there's a codependent energy. This person is being used and manipulated by their family, okay? And this person has been in these energies for a very long time, and they're breaking away from it. And this is going to open up the door to abundance for them, because it's like their family is blocking them from all the goodness, all the abundance that is coming their way. So they are overcoming that, okay? So I'm going to get into the tarot. For whoever, it's a feminine. I mean, this is gender based. Whoever has a picture that they gave to their masculine, doesn't matter what, whatever, their counterpart, of themselves sitting on a car or leaning against the car. I see your masculine like looking at your picture and really reminiscing on the good times, very much missing you. So it's a picture of you sitting on a car, like leaning against the car. And they're like mesmerized when they're looking at you. They really miss you, by the way. You might not think they do, but they do. And they still have that picture. Okay, so whoa. Too many cards. Ooh, I love this. Okay, I'll stop this. So somebody definitely is getting some rest, healing, recovering, okay? And this probably has to do with, for some, with the, what I was talking about, getting therapy, step programs. It could be like Alcoholics Anonymous, to get out of these energies and build a new home, a strong foundation. What I'm getting is like build a new home foundation, because they are coming out of this family dynamic, this home environment that no longer serves them. So they're finally breaking away from that, and they are taking action in the physical. So if you've been waiting for your twin and they're trying to come out of a a family dynamic that they feel like they owe them, or they're so used to the codependent energy that they were like stuck in there. Okay, they were stuck in those energies. They're finally coming out, but they're healing, they're recovering from all the fighting, because there's been a lot of fighting is what I'm getting. Okay, but there is healing going on. And a lot of them have realized that their families are the ones, the family, whoever the family dynamic is, has been holding them back, and they are finally taking action. They're finally taking action to cut that away, to move away, is what I'm getting from that family dynamic. Okay, so, and if your masculine is very stubborn about this, and they have been telling you like, oh, it's like they play that victimhood mentality, like, oh, I have to because they're my family, or I have to, I'm responsible, blah blah blah. They no longer feel like that, is what they're telling me. They no longer feel like that. They woke up. They realized that their family is blocking them from their happiness, their abundance, everything. And their family relies on them way too much. But they know it's because of them. Now they know it's because of what they're putting out there. Not because their family is like that. Because anybody could be like that, right? Anybody could manipulate and use you if you let them, right? It's not about them. It's always about you. So take a look at your relationships around you. If you feel like you're being used, it's because you're letting someone use you. You're letting someone take advantage of you. Okay? So what I'm getting is for my feminines. So there was a recent, like, I think we got this last time. Recent, like, argument or communication with your masculine that was very like ego-based, or you didn't understand one another, you're not seeing eye to eye. There's some type of communication that was lost in translation, is what I want to say, okay? And this made you think that your masculine is just using you for like sexual, whatever, acts. It made you think that, okay, that you're being used, okay? So like, and for whoever this is for, it's a group of you, you feel like you're going around in circles with your masculine, okay? And this is making you feel really imbalanced. What it's doing to you is like you're imbalanced because you feel used every time they're around. It's like they leave and then you feel abused, and you feel like you're constant. This cycle is turning. They're in and out of your life whenever they want. That's how you feel, okay? And that's why you're holding on to your heart, closing up your heart. It's because you feel like you're being used, okay? And the message here that I'm getting is if your heart was really open, sorry, like you all know I get tough love messages, okay? If your heart was really open, you wouldn't feel like you're being used. Because when your heart is open, you're just giving out love, okay? And you are aware that whatever you put out there, that's what you get back, okay? And this also has to do with not forgiving them for the past. So it's like being paranoid about the same thing happening again and then manifesting that. So if you had this type of energy in the past with your masculine, okay, and they were going in and out of your life whenever they pleased, and you felt like you were being used, like they would come, mess things up, create imbalance in your emotions, like roller coaster, whatnot, you think when they're coming back, it's going to be the same thing. So that's what you're manifesting, okay? And that's why it's because you're closed off, okay? You're holding on to how the past communication was, how the past encounters were with them. You're holding on to that, and therefore you're manifesting it. And this is also about you feeling, having trouble balancing. Okay, this came out in reverse. You feel like you know how they talk about the law of attraction? It's like you are manifesting whatever your mind is putting out there, okay? Because you can't see it any other way. So if you think it's going to be the same thing again when they return, it's going to be the same thing. So it's like you're sabotaging this connection. And that's why some of you feel like down. Because, okay, you think it's the same thing over and over again. Oh, they must be with someone else. They must be cheating on me. They must be using me. It's that kind of energy that they're talking about. Okay? So really paying attention to what your ego is saying rather than what your higher self is telling you. And that's why they're saying you haven't made the decision, because you haven't made the decision to take the lead in what you want, what you really want. Okay? You feel, it's out of your hands. You're just waiting for like a miracle. Miracles, you manifest miracles. Okay? It has to do with you co-creating with God, with divine. It doesn't have to do with, you doing nothing, you laying back, having a drink, smoking a cigarette, and then your masculine comes running through the door. Okay? It's what they're saying. It has to do with you taking the lead, co-creating. Okay? You guys, I'm getting a lot of your masculines are thinking about you really heavily. You're on their mind. They are thinking about reconciliation. Oh. Yes. Whoa. Oh my God. Okay, so you both need to make a commitment to working this out, okay? So this is about coming together and working it out. It is hard work, okay? But look at what this adds up to, the 3 and the 8. It adds up to 11, you all. 11, 11. And I know some of you keep getting that number, okay? This is telling you, reminding you that this journey is not easy. This is not a walk in the park. This is about you coming into you and your masculine coming into them. And that's when you align together. Okay? And I know this is pentacles, but what I'm seeing here is rather, I want you to look at this actually. This looks like, I mean, it doesn't matter what religion you are, you all. This looks like to me like a spiritual figure. It could look like, be a saint, an angel, take it however it represents. It's a spiritual deity, okay? So this is about the Trinity. This is, okay, and I'm not going to take it, you know, to the Christian perspective so much, but listen to what I have to say. It doesn't matter what religion you are. This is about you, you're masculine, and this is about the divine working together, okay? This is what I was telling you earlier, you connecting with your guides, you co-creating this union. This union is always looked over, okay? The divine wants you both together, but you have to realize you have to do the work, okay? You have to do the work in energetically and in the physical. It's about balance, okay? It's not about just waiting for a miracle to happen. And those of you who do personals with me know that healing needs to take place for both of you. It's all about you. It starts with you. You start and your twin starts reflecting you, okay? I know some of you don't know what steps to take. Some of you are stuck. Some of you have tried a lot of different things, but you need to try the things that work for you. And only your guides know that. Only your guides and your higher self know what's best for you, okay? In the past, I've tried things that have not worked for me. And I always ask my guides, okay, what can I do to get the fastest result? What works for me? What works for my life, my routine, whatnot, okay? Because I don't want to waste time. You know what I mean? So this is all about working hard together. And I can't stress enough that divine wants you both together, you all. They do. And they know it's not easy for you. But it will start getting easier once you come up with a strategy, once you do whatever is needed for you. No two people are alike, okay? It's different. So everyone has a different background. Everyone has their own gifts. You know what I mean? So that's what they're telling me. So make sure that you are doing whatever is necessary. Connect with your guides. They're always there. They're really rooting you all on. I hope you all know that. Like, I get high fives. Like, I get what, you know, high fives. Like, I get this all the time, okay? So they're always communicating with you, whether you feel it or not. They're always giving you direction. Okay, so make sure you take full advantage, and make sure you take full advantage at this time of that shift that came in. This is so interesting. So some of you are waiting for your masculine, but your masculine is waiting for you. They're looking out for you. Okay? I just want you to know this. So interesting. Waiting to see you. Aww. Okay. So, and there's a message that apology. Someone wants to offer someone an apology. Oh my God. Okay. So this goes back to, I think we got this in the last reading. So someone is waiting for the other person to become independent, and this could be financially independent, but for some of you, I'm getting like a divorce or a separation from a spouse. So it depends on your situation. This could be financial independence, but for some of you, I'm getting like a breakaway from the home. It doesn't have to be a marriage. It could be like someone they're living with, or a family. They're living with their family. It's a breaking away for that. So somebody is waiting for the other person to do that. And after that, it's the coming together. Okay? So someone is working really hard to get out of their burdens, is what they're telling me, because it's become a burden. Their responsibilities, their obligations have become a very heavy burden on them. And they're trying to come out of these energies. So this is a coming together. This is, wow. Did you guys notice that? The light is flashing. I just got an image of a lighthouse. Okay. So for some of you, this has been a really dark journey. You felt like you can't see the light no matter what in this connection. And you think that your masculine is not seeing the light either, but your masculine is opening up. Okay. They are being led by the light. They are coming out of those darker energies that they were in. Some of you won't see it won't believe it till you see it, but you will see it because they've seen it. So you're going to see it too. You're going to see what changes they are making in their life. A lot of them have been stuck, like, I'm getting coward, like you thought of them as a coward. You thought of them as, they have no balls. I don't know if I could say that. Sorry, YouTube. But you know what I mean. So they don't have the guts to overcome whatever it is that they're overcoming. You see them as weak, powerless, whatnot. You have judged them. But your masculine is finally getting out of that, getting out of the burdens, overcoming them. It's like I said, some of them, like I see this image of, a sword just cutting away through all the crap that's around them that is keeping them stuck, because they woke up. They realized that they are letting things control them. Okay, so it's about taking control. And once they become independent, it's about coming together. Okay, so this is what they're striving for. This independence. Doesn't matter if they're female or male. Okay, so it's about being independent financially, of obligations and whatnot. And I'm going to pull some crystal healing cards. So also, some of them are going, like I said, with the addictions. And this is not only addictions. For some of them, because they went through some sort of depression and anxiety, they had lower entity attachments. Some of them, because of drugs, using drugs. So I feel like some of them are going through some type of purification and detoxification process, whether it be in the physical or energetically. It's going to be both, because when you do something energetically, it manifests in your physical environment, and vice versa. They kind of go together, is what I want to say. Or if they're doing, a 12-step program or whatever, some kind of therapy, rehab, it's going to really wake them up. Okay? So they can take action to make those changes in the physical. It's going to really push them, is what I'm getting. Like I'm seeing like Um, I'm literally seeing a being, like a spiritual being, an angel, pushing someone towards going to this. Yeah, pushing them towards this healing for wellness, okay? This is Jade. The recovery of health and wellness is here. So some of them might be affecting their physical, their body is what I want to say, their pain body. So somebody's really forcing them to get therapy, to get rest. Some are overworking themselves. Okay. And this is going to push some of them to their life purpose. So if your masculine is has any type of addictions, it's going to push them to help others who have gone through the same thing. That is their life purpose, okay? So if this resonates, then it's going to reveal them what their life purpose is. And it's just like, people who, whatever they go through in life, they recover, they grow, they expand, and then they help people who are going through the same thing, right? Because they know how hard it was for them, and they show people the example. So they mentor people, or they talk about it, they do speeches, whatnot. You all know what I mean, right? So that's what's happening with some of the masculines. And also, some of the masculines want to reach out to you, but they're embarrassed to reach out to you, is what I'm getting. So they are trying to forgive themselves for what they put you through. And that's really hard. So they're going through some type of forgiveness to forgive themselves for what they put you through. And some are joining some kind of like community or a group settings I'm seeing. Yeah, this is really going to give them the passion and for their purpose. They're going to be motivated to make the changes in their lives. Okay? And this doesn't only necessarily have to be with addictions or whatnot. It has to do with pushing them. So it could be like they're watching videos on YouTube, how to grow, how to evolve, things like that, or TV, whatnot. Yeah, and they're getting increased support. So you are being supported too, you all. You're being supported to make the necessary changes. And they're saying get ready. To get you ready. Okay, so your intuition is heightened at this time. So there's a full moon coming up, you guys. So this is about releasing all your fears, all your paranoia. When I say paranoia, I don't mean it in a negative context. But paranoia is really fears. Yeah. So like I said earlier about energetic toxins, so you're being protected at this time. So when the full moon comes, try to do a ritual to release those energies. You could do like some type of purification. I'm getting so much purification and detoxification. So whatever that means to you, some of you are overdoing it with eating meat, okay? And I'm not here to condone veganism or vegetarianism, whatever. I'm not condoning that. What they're saying, they are not either. So what they're saying is that some of you are overdoing eating meat. You don't need to eat meat 7 times a week. Okay, that is not healthy, is what they're saying. And some of you have been realizing this. Take a look at your diet and realize that you've been depressed. And some of you are trying to figure out, why am I so depressed? Like, you don't know. All of a sudden your mood changes. You're feeling low. They don't want me to get into why. Okay? But just know, you're not meant to eat meat 7 days a week, you all. That is not healthy for you energetically, emotionally. It's not going to help your vibration. Okay, 7 days a week is too much. Try to minimize your meat intake, okay? And this is not only your meat intake, this has to do with dairy products too, okay? It's clouding your judgment also. It's clouding your intuition is what they're telling me. They're giving you messages, you're not getting it, because it's like when you eat too much meat, there's a fog. There's a fog in front of you. You might be having dreams that are confusing you. You might be getting messages that are counteracting one another. Like if you're asking a question, you might get an answer, and then the answer, you're like, oh, okay, this is what it means. And then 2 hours later, you might be getting another message that contradicts what you just got. And that has to do with that. Oh, wow. Okay, so some of you are having like a tower moment right now. And this is because, like I said, did I say this or did I say it in my mind? I don't know. Or did you all say this in my mind? There is, so for those of you who are feeling stuck, who have not been making changes, you're scared in some way to make changes in your life, it's going to be done for you, okay? So if you feel like your world is crashing down on you now, nothing is going right, nothing is moving, nothing is, making progress, it's because you're not making the necessary changes. And what happens is your guides come in and do it for you. And this could be, dramatic, you all. This could be dramatic. This could be traumatic. So whoever's listening, if this is how you feel, do yourself a favor and make that list that I'm telling you about, that I talked about earlier in the beginning of the video. And they're also focusing on taking care of yourself. So make time for self-care. Just kind night. But regardless that this is going to happen for some of you, I just want you to know it's going to put you on the right path for abundance and blessings, okay? But like I said, you don't want it done for you. If you are at that point where you feel like you're stuck and you're not making the necessary changes, do yourself a favor, you all. Make them. Make that list. Write down all the things. And then you could also write down all your intentions. What you want. And ask your guides to guide you. And a lot of you are making up excuses that you don't have time to take care of yourself. But what they're saying is that value your self-worth, okay? No one's going to take care of yourself except you. So make the commitment to take care of yourself. Because that's when you shine, okay? This is a diamond. God thinks they're valuable, so you need to realize that you are, okay? So make time for self-care. Take care of yourself. Some of you, I'm getting, should do a purification candle. Yeah, deep emotional healing is needed at this time. And it's really about looking in the mirror and accepting what isn't working out for you. And this is going to really open the door to your abundance. It's about being positive. It's about letting go of control and realizing things. If you asked for certain things, or you prayed, or whatever intention you set, and it's not coming to you, or it's coming to you in a different way that you don't recognize, okay? And that's because what you asked for is not the perfect way, okay? The divine knows how things are perfect for you, okay? What's for your highest and best, how it's supposed to come to you, or in what way, shape, or form. So if you didn't get what you wanted yet, or you got it but not in the way you wanted, it's because it's for your own good, you know? You have to let go of control of how also you think your masculine is going to come back, or how you both are going to make it work, because you focus so much on that you kind of you're so hard on controlling it that it's delaying it. Just give it to the divine. Yeah, some of you are just really working hard. Some of you need a break. Yeah, oh my God, yes. Okay, yeah. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. Okay? Some of you are working really hard on work, your job, your business. So you need a break, just like how I said. I don't know why I pull cards. For your vision purposes, entertainment purposes. And this is about purification and detox. So it's really take the time out at this time to purify and detox. There's a full moon coming up. This is a perfect time to do it. Okay? Whatever you practice, however you want to do it. Nature is like number one. It's free, you know. You can go to the park, go to a garden. If you live in the city, if you live in an apartment and you don't have a backyard, you know, just connect with Gaia, okay? And try to, for some time, you know, when you're not working or whatnot, just stay away from your phone. Stay away from your cell phone, okay? So you can recharge, purify, detox. That's coming in really strongly, okay? So masculines really are working hard, and what divine is saying is that we need feminines to work hard too, to accept that they need to work hard, to accept that they need to make the necessary changes in their lives, so the masculine reflects those changes. So get ready, okay? So I hope everyone has, you know, some kind of help with this message. Thank you so much for watching. Now go build your empire. Many blessings to you. Bye.